They came in as brothers, partners, and fan favorites. But when the spotlight shifted, only one walked out a star. Wrestling tag teams are built on chemistry, camaraderie, and charisma. But behind every great partnership lies a painful truth. When the spotlight turns toward one, the other is often left in the shadows. And when the breakup comes, for one, it's a rebirth. For the other, it's the beginning of the end. In WWE history, we've seen this story unfold countless times. But what if the cost of ambition is your partner's entire career? These are the tag team breakups that didn't just separate duos, they buried careers. Enzo and Big Cass. They were brash, loud, and had catchphrases that lit up every crowd from Brooklyn to London. Enzo Amore and Big Cass were one of the hottest tag teams in NXT and early WWE main roster years. But when the split came in 2017, it wasn't a betrayal from Enzo, it was Cass turning heel. Unfortunately, injuries and backstage issues quickly derailed his singles push. WWE released him in 2018, citing behavioral issues. While he's since found a second life in TNA as W. Morrissey and even made an appearance in AEW, the hype from his WWE days never returned to full steam. Meanwhile, Enzo's own career floundered, with both men falling off WWE's radar, a rare case where the breakup crushed both careers. Heavy machinery. Otis and Tucker brought old-school energy and likability as heavy machinery, making their mark on NXT and the main roster without ever holding gold. Otis's charisma made the team stand out, while Tucker played the straight man in their dynamic. In a shocking twist at Hell in a Cell 2020, Tucker turned on Otis, costing him the Money in the Bank contract. But the betrayal led nowhere. Otis beat Tucker down that same night, and the angle was dropped. Otis thrived afterward, joining Alpha Academy and staying relevant. Tucker, however, was released in 2021 and faded into indie obscurity. The breakup didn't just split the team, it effectively ended Tucker's WWE career in one forgettable segment: Cryme Tyme. Cryme Tyme was charismatic, marketable, and over with the crowd. Shad Gaspar and JTG brought an edge to WWE's tag team division in the late 2000s. But creative never quite knew what to do with them after their initial run. After splitting in 2010, JTG quietly stayed on the roster for years without much use, becoming infamous for surviving dozens of cuts, but doing nothing of note. Shad, however, transitioned into acting and became a real-life hero, tragically passing away in 2020 while saving his son from drowning. WWE honored Shad posthumously with the Warrior Award in 2022, but in terms of in-ring legacy, Cryme Tyme's split was the end of JTG's meaningful wrestling presence on the mainstream stage. The Funkadactyls, originally introduced as dancers for Brodus Clay's Funkasaurus gimmick, Naomi and Cameron, the Funkadactyls were more flair than force. Still, their chemistry and popularity landed them regular TV time across WWE programming. Their team quietly dissolved after Clay's heel turn in 2014, with Cameron turning on Naomi to spark a short-lived feud. Though Cameron won their first match, it did little for her momentum. Naomi evolved into a well-respected singles star, capturing multiple championships and returning with a pop at the 2024 Royal Rumble. Cameron, however, floundered post-split, was released in 2016, and has only wrestled a handful of matches since. The breakup clearly revealed who WWE saw as the future, and Cameron wasn't in those plans. The world's greatest tag team. Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas were standout technicians during the Ruthless Aggression era, winning multiple tag titles as the world's greatest tag team. Their in-ring chemistry and amateur backgrounds made them a formidable duo. In 2004, the team split when Benjamin was drafted. Shelton thrived instantly, earning Intercontinental and United States title reigns. Haas, stuck on SmackDown, struggled to stay relevant in mismatched pairings and comedy gimmicks. Though they briefly reunited, Haas never regained his momentum and was released in 2010. Benjamin, meanwhile, remained a fixture in WWE for years and returned again in 2017. The split marked a clear divide. One moved up the card, the other faded out of WWE's spotlight entirely. MNM, Joey Mercury, Johnny Nitro, and Melina were a stylish, dominant trio during the Ruthless Aggression era, capturing the WWE Tag Team Championships 3 times. With Hollywood flair and in-ring chemistry, they looked like future stars. But after a brief breakup in 2006 and Mercury's real-life injury from a ladder match, the momentum vanished. Nitro rebranded as John Morrison and went on to become a multi-time champion across WWE and beyond. Mercury, on the other hand, struggled to recover. He eventually transitioned into backstage roles, most notably with WWE and ROH, but never returned to form as a performer. MNM's split showed who WWE bet on, and Mercury, once a tag team standout, became a forgotten in-ring name almost overnight. The Smoking Guns. As cowboy-themed brothers, Billy and Bart Gunn found solid success in WWE's New Generation era, capturing the Tag Team Championships 3 times. But once they split in 1996, their careers took drastically different paths. Billy quickly reinvented himself, eventually finding major success as part of the New Age Outlaws and D-Generation X, becoming a staple of the Attitude Era. Bart, meanwhile, faded from TV and was only briefly revived when he surprisingly won the 1998 Brawl for All tournament. WWE had no plans for him and fed him to Butterbean at WrestleMania 15, where he was knocked out in under a minute. Shortly after, Bart was released. The split launched Billy's legacy and abruptly ended Bart's WWE career in humiliating fashion. The Rockers. The Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, were fan favorites in the late 80s and early 90s, known for their high-energy offense and electric chemistry. But everything changed in 1992, when Michaels famously super-kicked Jannetty and threw him through the Barber Shop window. That iconic betrayal launched Shawn into superstardom. He became a multiple-time world champion, Hall of Famer, and WWE executive. Jannetty, however, never found the same success. Despite a brief Intercontinental title run, he struggled with consistency, backstage issues, and personal setbacks. His sporadic returns never gained traction. The Rockers' split didn't just create a legend, it also created the benchmark for career-ending breakups. Marty Jannetty became the prototype for the partner left behind. And there you have it. Which of these breakups shocked you the most? Did someone's career deserve better? Let us know in the comments below. We read every one of them. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe for more wrestling deep dives, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload.